Let me tell you, when you say what the important thing is, the headline from Politico this morning, Marco Rubio takes lead in Sheldon Adelson primary. I was citing this piece in the LA Times, Dean, yesterday. I mean, this is what Citizens United and McCutcheon has wrought on American politics. The headline was, it's a billionaire's primary. I mean, when they I think literally suggested we should make the billionaires debate each other because they're the ones they're really running this. It's not.
That'd be really fun to watch some of those guys. It really. I mean, let's be honest. How does the average person think that their vote or even getting involved in a campaign can mean as much as a billionaire who can give millions and millions of dollars legally to a super PAC, which the candidate knows they're getting the money and who they're getting it from? It's not put in a blind trust. Like, well, we don't know who the money came from. You know who you got it. You know what they want from you. And you're going to go to bat for them. And it's been poll after poll, and I've written about it in the past. Super PACs have made Americans feel less reliable of the whole system, not just a politician in general, but it makes you feel less that your vote or your voice actually matters. And you know what? You're right. It doesn't.
And it's just disgusting and unseemly, like that they're just like running to kiss these guys' rings. I mean, I'm reading from Politico. Since entering the Senate in 2011, Rubio has met privately with Sheldon Adelson on a half-dozen occasions. In recent months, he's been calling Adelson once every 2 weeks, providing him with meticulous... And I hate to say it, but even states what it's about, Israel. It's about his hawkish views and his support for Israel. I'm like, so really?
Maybe...
we have our American democracy is controlled by a guy that would like us to get into a proxy war with Iran for Israel. Like that's who's funding, I mean, look how long he kept Newt Gingrich in the race, and who the hell ever thought Newt Gingrich was going to be president, right?
Yeah. Right. And Newt Gingrich started parroting the exact words of Sheldon Adelson that, Palestinians are the people, and I'm of Palestinian heritage, so apparently my dad was a magician, I was invented. So you start hearing this stuff over and over. You're going to expect to hear more. I mean, obviously, also, Adelson has business concerns with his casinos and investments, but his primary thing seems to be the political arena, talking about Israel. And there was a poll a couple of weeks ago that came out that Republicans, they said if there was a dispute between the United States and Israel, a majority of Republicans said they would side with Israel over the United States. Now, we're not talking about a war. We're talking about a policy dispute. So Israel has become like it's almost become like a religious obsession. We're not talking about people who are Jewish. We're talking about Christian evangelicals who are the ones in this poll answering this. To them, it's become like defending their faith, defending Israel, and they put their faith over American policy. Well, and they do that in Israel, and it's shocking. I hope during the debate someone asks the Republicans, if there's a policy dispute between Israel and the United States, and there's a true policy dispute, who would you stand with?
Yeah.
Well, they'll never will be.
And you talked about his business interests. They're saying, he also likes Scott Walker because he's had trouble, of course, with his own unions at the Venetian or his whatever other hotels he owns. So he likes Scott Walker's union busting, bashing, but his, like you say, his first true love is Israel, and he thinks Rubio's the most hawkish, and it's like, wow. So this is who's controlling.
Right. Being half Sicilian, I also don't like the union busting stuff. That's my people. We're talking about this. We used to have power as Sicilians. Now we have nothing. So, Allison's not good for either side, my Sicilian or my Palestinian side.
Exactly.